sh.32 and you can reach us on all social media platforms, legacyservices.com. Take care.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carol Harper Poe. I'm a publisher, editor, and writer of Carol's Publishing Company. For all the ones that don't know, I'm on Facebook, Carol's Publishing Company, Carol Harper, Carol Poe, and Books for Life. I'm on LinkedIn, Carol Harper, and you can look me up on YouTube under Carol's Publishing Company. I am here to serve you, to publish your book, edit your book, or however way that I can assist you. My website is caroldharper.com. My email address is Carol's Publishing Company 17@gmail.com. My phone number is 469-643-6498. Thank you and hope to hear from you soon.
Hey guys, we are back. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back now. And we're going to get back into our jewelry expert, Miss Carlstein. Miss Carlstein, we're going to get into gems and color therapy. What is color therapy, Miss Carlstein?
Well, it is based on the idea that the color creates an electrical impulse in the brain, and this stimulates your hormones or your biochemical processes in your body and helps to rebalance the body's energy. Because we live with our beautiful sun and living on the earth means that we are bathed in a full spectrum of light, and our body needs at least 20 minutes a day of full light. Otherwise, we can have some physical ailments, such as depression, and it can also affect your sleep and provide low energy. So sometimes we're drawn to a jewel, and we're not quite sure why. It may be the color, it may be the stone itself. But the color is very important because suppose you're drawn to something like green. Well, that's telling you that your body's energy is needing green energy, which is a healing energy. Or if you're drawn to red, it's a warming color, and it stimulates blood pressure. So when you're buying your gems and your jewels, make sure you pick something that just resonates with you, something that will connect you back to Mother Earth.
What's the correlation between the gemstone you choose and the color you are drawn toward?
Well, like I said, when you're drawn to a color, you get to explore many different gemstones in that color just to, pick out the one that you like the most. It also allows you to explore the mineral kingdom. And so I may like blue, but I saw this other stone over here. It was orange, and it caught my attention. Well, perhaps you're needing orange because it stimulates the rise of the sun and awakens mental awareness. So it just kind of depends what you want when you're choosing your gemstones.
Awesome. So let's get into false gemstones. What's a false gemstone, Miss Carlstein?
A false gemstone is something that is usually man-made, and you'll see some things that'll say that they're lab created. Well, yeah, but they do take the natural minerals that it took to create the original stone, and they do simulate it. So you have that, but back in the day, they used to use a lot of glass and paste. And today, they don't use it quite as much, but they are using CZs, cubic zirconia. They have something called moissanite, which is a natural mineral, and it's much more brilliant than a diamond. You might want to check that one out. They have Austrian crystals, and we do use Austrian crystals and some Chinese crystals in C&D's jewelry. We'll usually use it in our findings, but if you wanted a sparkling necklace, we would probably use some Chinese crystals.
Awesome. So does C&D use false gemstones?
Only in our findings. And findings are those little things that have a little pop of brilliance to a piece. It may have a cubic zirconium in it, and therefore we charge a little bit more for that because they cost us more. But yes, we do use some false gemstones, as we like to call them, cubic zirconium.
Well, I don't want no false gemstones, Miss Karstein. I want real. How you like that?
I love it. I love it. And that's why C&D normally only uses real gemstones. We only put those facets in if the customer asks for it.
How sweet it is. Let's get into our expert practitioner all the way from Buffalo, New York, home of Niagara Falls.
Yes.
And the Empire State Building.
And the
Beautiful.
Empire State Building, the place where the airplanes was flown into the place. Oh my God, that's bad. 911. That's the World Trade Center. What's wrong?
The Empire State Building is still there.
But it's in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miss Carla.
Yep, there go the gun smoke.
Miss
Okay.
Carla, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Well, we want to hear your gun smoke. So, home offices. What is the purpose of a home office?
Well, with a home office, Dr. James, expenses are significantly lower. For startups and established businesses, you still have to pay rent, utilities, and other costs, which can be outside of the office, but they have a significant amount per month that can offset the revenue. A home office can provide tax advantages. It can add more convenience, enhance the image of the work, and it also can be a fancy space at a prestigious address, which is your home, and it can help you to get more business because it feels more homely. People feel more welcome, and the environment benefits you. It helps you create also more family time because you're there within the house and you don't have time reduced by travel.
So, how to set up a simple home office?
Some things that you can do are to get some natural lighting. Make sure that you have enough light in the office. You want to try to have high-speed internet access, a network router or hotspot, surge protector. Printer or scanners or multi-purpose machine is helpful. Also, having a desk and having clear workspace, so no clutter.
Really, that is so awesome. So, do you have a home office, Miss Carla, or are you like, where's your home office, or are you thinking about getting a home office?
Well, I used to have a home office, but I'm actually thinking about setting up another home office because it is convenient.
Awesome, gotcha. Okay. Well, what we want to get into now is we want to get into meeting agendas. What is a meeting agenda?
A meeting agenda is a list of meeting activities in the order in which they're going to occur, beginning with basically a call to order and ending with an adjournment. It usually includes one or more specific items of business to be acted upon. It may, but it doesn't have to include specific times for one or more of the activities.
Awesome. So I would love to get into this topic. How can I create a purposeful agenda?
Okay, to create a purposeful agenda, you should have a clear understanding of the goal and the purpose of the meeting. Planned inclusion of all of the attending participants always helps. It's clear start times and end times that can make a difference. Having estimated timelines for discussion items is really critical. Expressing and offering opportunities for participants to identify and clarify action items. distribution of agendas to all participants at least 24 hours in advance so that people can prepare. You can identify your overall goal, identify achievable objectives for each agenda item, and that will help you to not waste time. So if you organize the agenda, give participants the opportunity to prepare, then you will have a purposeful meeting that day.
Yeah, so make sure you don't have a meeting for the meeting to talk about the last meeting.
That's right. How sweet it is. Let's get
That's
into
right.
Miss Carol Harper Poe. We're going to get into expand more on March Madness. Talk about it, Miss Carol. Book Reinstitute, explain meaning and why you wrote the book.
March Madness.
All right. Thank you, Dr. James. The book Reinstitute means it's just basically meaning starting all over. Talks about what the trials and the tribulations that I went through in 2021 through 2021. Basically, it's just to encourage the readers that you can start all over again, no matter what your trial, no matter what mindset. You can be renewed all over again from Abba, our Father, which art in heaven. So basically, that is just what it is. It's on Amazon.com. You can also order it from me if you like. Message me, inbox me, whatever. But it's on Amazon.com, and it's March Madness. I spoke about this last show, but I really didn't get into the meat and potatoes of it because basically this is just madness because it's in March, and the prices was jacked down $10, $5 for the $5.99 for Kindle, $10 for the soft cover, okay? And I jacked the price down, and that's why it's called March Madness because the prices are mad, okay? So basically, that's what it's all about, being reinstated. When you fell off or you didn't complete or you got lost in the process, but you can start it all over again and be better than you was before. Like the $6 Million Man. Y'all already know we used to watch that show when we was kids.
Absolutely.
When he went into the accident, he damaged his body. He was so messed up that they made him a robot, and he was faster and better than he was before. So basically, this is what this book is all about. It's just reinstating yourself and coming back to the reality that you can start all over again and be better than you was before. Amen?
Awesome. How about social media like Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Kindle version, softcover? Go ahead and tell us about that.
Oh, you can also hit me on Facebook, Carol's Publishing Company, Books for Life. TikTok is Carol Poe. LinkedIn, I think I got two of them, Carol Harper, Carol Poe. Basically, YouTube, Carol's Publishing Company. I'm on the Carol Poe too. Under that, you can look up. I'm all over the place, like they say. And my website is www.cdh, mean Carol Denise Harper, boutique, BOUTIQUE.com. That is my website. I got all my goodies there. It's more than just books there. It's a lot of goodies, knickknacks that you could enjoy for your family, your significant other, for the business, for your just everybody. It's just a variety of things. Thank you, Dr. James, for that.
Awesome. Let's slide into the Platinum Credit Group expert credit, Mr. Tramiel. Mr. Tramiel, we want to get into inaccurate data reporting on my credit. Is this allowed or lawful?
Oh, man. God bless you all, folks. God bless you all. Yes, it's allowed. It's allowed. Unfortunately, everyone, get a taste of it. And basically, the credit bureaus, how it starts is when you go to fill out some applications at anywhere, you want to fill out your application to the best of your ability. Some people have names where, it's easy to misspell. And some people have other names where they misspell those names and put them into the database, and that will create you an identity, an extra identity, which is known as I believe it's like a AKA, also known as. Once this information is an identity, once your identity is uploaded in a database there, then the credit bureaus collect that and they'll keep it as pertain to you as another person. So it's allowed. It's a mistake, a human mistake, grammatical mistake, and the best thing about it is that it can be removed, and you can go on and just call the credit bureaus, or even write them, or even fax them, or even email them letters and stating that, hey, this is not me. Please update my credit report and my credit file with the correct spelling of my accurate spelling name.
And that's how you correct it, right?
Yes, that's exactly how you correct it.
Got
you. Write a letter, you email it, or you could fax it, or you could also, email, fax, and write a letter.
Okay. Let's get into how low should I keep my utilization. What a word.
Utilization.
How bad?
Utilization.
How bad can it hurt my score?
Man, okay. Well, utilization definitely hurts your score pretty roughly. It's around 35% of accounting of your score. So with the utilization, what you want to do is, everyone is just still prone to understanding, like maybe you want to do 30%. Well, no, 30% is not what you want to do. You want to keep that credit card balance down, with the usage of 10%, 20% at max. This will keep you in the perfect range of you having perfect utilization on each card.
Gotcha.
So 10% is the magic number.
Gotcha. So do I need high credit lines if I have smaller ones?
Well, yes. At the end of the day, the goal is to get the high credit line. Of course, you got to crawl first and then walk. Sometimes many people aren't able to get the high credit line. So they'll start with the $500 credit line, $700, $1,000 credit line. And then that eventually, if they took care of their credit and paid down that utilization like we were just talking about, and paid their card on time, then they will be able to get, a higher balance carrying card. So you do need it.
Awesome.
It's beneficial for you.
How sweet it is. So let's get into our delivery courier expert, Mr. Sonny. Mr. Sonny, let's get into communication. Why must it be efficient and effective?
It must. First, good evening to everyone. We've been on here and I've been definitely enjoying myself. I say communication must be efficient and effective, mainly because the already know that the major back part of communication is knowledge. When you communicate with someone, it's because or communicate with whoever or business, whatever. It's all because you're trying to know something, or you're trying to get to know someone, or whatever it may be. So I think it's most important to be efficient and effective to obtain knowledge, or knowledge to go by what direction, wherever the source of the communication or conversation may be. So that's why I say it must be efficient and effective, so people can obtain the knowledge to do what needs to be done.
So it is important to keep it and practice daily, right?
Yes, me personally, I grew up. My dad was a military single father. Me and my brother, we always didn't see eye to eye growing up. So our days that was, isolate ourselves. Someone stay in the living room, someone stay in the room. So it basically, like, for me, I was like shy. So I just called myself just like listen to the radio, and I'd be like talking back to the disc jockey and stuff. But in person, in school, I was just shy and whatnot. And I found it, me practicing it daily, it helped me be more developed with my character, how to tame myself, how to communicate. So I have a communication language I call the love language. I can go anywhere, whether I'm with scholars or people on my level, whatever. I'm able to blend in because I know how to carry a conversation. I know how to be a good I'm not a good communicator, but I'm also a good listener, feedback, so I can continue on with the communication and conversation.
Awesome. Let's talk about support. Why we all need it today, tomorrow, and always.
Support is very sufficient and is very needed today in individual lives, in business. I believe there's people say, you're a very important factor of this. and I believe that they say there's no I in team, but there is an E in team. So I believe everyone should do their part, and never feel like you're left out. No one, there's no I's or little U's in support. I believe all support is good, because even if it's just not even communicating well, but your presence. I mean, I went to one of my family, my cousin had passed, which is my favorite cousin, her father. Just me being there was support enough, and even with me going through at that time, but just me being there for my cousin was support, and I'm like I say, it's there, and it's a message effect that we practice it to be there. We never know how it makes another person feel, so it's a part that we do our part.
So never feel over supported, right?
Yeah, never feel over supported, because sometimes people think that they say overshadow, so you're overdoing it. You're doing too much extra, whatever, whatnot. In your eyes it may be, but unless a person say, hey, can you back up a little bit? Because sometimes people feel, how can I put it, you're up under me, or you're clouding me, whatever, whatnot. And it's not, coddling them, I guess I may put whatnot. Because I'll just reflect on this, and I'm going to say this without trying to get emotional. But I remember my mother was, in the stages of her passing. And every day I went up to the hospital, she would ask me, what'd you eat for breakfast? What'd you eat for lunch? What you do this and that? And then she's going through dialysis. She's going through surgery. And on the 4th or 5th day, I went up there like, Mama, I was getting to the point like, why you keep asking? I'm grown. I already know this. But she was still being a mother. She was still making sure that I, whatever. And so here, take the keys, go to my house, cook you something, and that. But so never feel that you're over support, because a person is just doing what's built in them in their character to do. But so just never feel that.
It's good to be loved. That's for certain.
Yes. Yes.
It is what I got a friend always say. It's good to, when somebody say it's good to see, she always say it's good to be seen.
Oh yeah.
So Dr. James, I know you're the money man. Tell me, who is the richest person in the world?
Well, the richest person in the world is Jeff Bezos of Amazon.
For real?
For real.
Mm-hmm. As a correction on that, Doc. As a correction on that, it's Mr. Elon Musk.
Well, see, I'm glad you said that. So that ask me the next question, Miss Brittany.
What's the next question?
Oh, who lost the title? Oh, I'm sorry. So actually, Elon Musk was the richest man. So I'm going to correct you. He was, but because of a crash in the stock market where he lost a little stock, he lost the title to Jeff Bezos. How you like my gun smoke?
I like that.
I like how Terrell jumped in there was like, nope.
Hey, right. hey, I love that was. It couldn't have been set up better.
When the smoke clears, more smoke has rose.
Hey, that couldn't have worked out even better, because the next question was who lost that title. And so the next question was who lost the title. So that means I was going to go ahead and say Elon Musk. But see, you came in perfect. Oh, Doctor, I got to correct you. Elon Musk. That was
perfect. He jumped the gun, but he was on point, though.
He was on point.
Look.
Yeah, I didn't want
Mr. Henry was ready for it.
He was ready for it. Man, oh, my goodness. Man, hey.
And we can say, hey, Brother Tremel, he had one in the chamber.
That's right, one in the chamber. Man, I love this show, man. This was a wonderful show, and I love how this ended because Mr. Henry, the way I'm telling you, it couldn't have been any better. I love it. I love it. So thank you guys for coming in and tuning in, the listeners and the viewers, and we'll see you next time on Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. Hello, everyone. I am Dr. James, host of Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network.
Broadcasting live each week on Saturday at 1 p.m. from Fishbowl Radio Network Studios at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Log on to hear us talk about and feature small businesses and the life of a small business, the struggles, the triumphs, the daily operation, the grind of starting and running a small business. So be sure to log on each week on Saturday at 1 p.m. to catch Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. Let's jump in.
Welcome to the Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James Small Business Show. Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James Small Business Show. Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James.